It's a very unique year. I'm sure like every coach around the area is talking about how this is totally different playing in March. Usually we'd be getting ready for baseball right now, but getting ready for football right now has been very strange and very odd, but it's been a lot of fun. We're having a great time with these guys out here, and I think our biggest outlook is just continue to get better, let our young kids develop. Get better every day in practice. Try to learn the game as much as we possibly can, and then when we hit the field, just do our very best. We'd love to win every game. That's everybody wants to win. Everybody wants to play hard, but I think for us it's just continue to develop and maybe even use this as a springboard going into next fall. So on the offensive line, we have Sam Wheat. This will be his third year starting on the offensive line, and he's a huge part of what we do. We'll look to him to be a big blocker for us, along with Jacob Wickham, who's just a sophomore, but was able to start some at the end of the season last year as a freshman. So, we'll use those guys. And then on the other side of the line, we've got Kenny Harkey and Hayden Shamhart-Williams, and Calvin Prups, this will be his second year starting, and he's been a big part of our offensive line. And we'll have a new center, Jake Oakes. He's a sophomore, but this will be a great learning opportunity for him. And on the other side of that, we have at the running back, Marshall Tarr returns as one of our main backs from last year. Had a great season. Was a tremendous back. Ended up being a second-team all-conference running back. So, we'll rely on Marshall. And then out of our receiver spots, Ben Meinhardt returns. He's kind of our all-around go-to guy. He's just a junior, but he's just a fantastic player. And then we got a new guy out for the first time, Zach Pitcher. Is very dynamic. Can really run, good hands, and so we're going to look for those guys to, lead the way for us. At quarterback, still kind of up in the air. We got a couple guys fighting for the spot. Aaron Einhorn, who's a senior, has come out and he's doing a great job. So is Mason Mulvey. So they're kind of fighting out for the quarterback spot, but we have a lot of good faith in both of those guys. We know they can get the job done.
So who do you have for week one and kind of the preparation going into that game?
We have Red Hill. It's kind of odd because you're preparing, you're watching some film, but you're watching a film from 2019. There's no film from 2020, and the main players are gone. Same thing on our team. The main players from 2019 are pretty well gone, graduated. So you're watching a team that's going to be brand new. You don't know really who they have. They could have totally changed every scheme that they did, offensively and defensively. You just don't have any idea. So going that first game, it's probably a good draw for us because they are a smaller school and they're probably just like us, trying to put piece it all together to start with. So, we're just trying to make sure our preparation is right, make sure our kids are ready to go. We're not focusing so much on Red Hill's plays because we don't know. They could, like you said, they could have changed everything offensively and defensively, but we got to make sure that we're prepared. But it's a good opening game for us. Red Hill always plays hard. They're a hard-nosed bunch of kids, and I think this should be a really good game for us.
We had some guys who were really excited about coming out and starting their actually first year of football, and we're really thankful just to be able to have this season here in the spring. We've got 2 or 3 guys who are seniors that just came out and joined this year because of the way that the year 2020 went, and we're really excited to see how that goes along throughout the season.
Adjustments you've had to go through, not having a fall season, and then 7-8 months later, you finally get to play.
Right, absolutely. And I was just having a conversation with another player earlier about this. One of the toughest things we went through is that a lot of us seniors who had maybe already moved on, maybe kind of figured that we weren't going to have a football season, had to get our heads turned around, get ready to play again in this spring season, and just kind of get prepared for that.
So, not having Teddy Frichtel, what does that mean to you guys on the defensive line this year?
Well, Teddy Frichtel was an incredible player. I mean, he was a beast at everything he did, but he really had an impact on the opposing offensive line. And so I think with him gone and his brute force kind of checked out, we're going to have to really have some guys step up to fill his very large shoes. Well, we lost some size last year, or I guess 2019, but we're definitely making up for it in quickness and ability as far as the skills. Most of the people in our conference are kind of in our same boat. I mean, we all lose people every year. Seniors come and go. But I think that defensively we're going to be pretty set. I think we have a good defense, a good foundation, and I think we're going to get better as the season goes on. But I think that a main focus we're going to have in our conference especially is working on our offense and getting it to be more of a a threat than it probably was last year. So I think that's going to be our main focus this year.